Hello everyone, I am Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. I am live tonight on both Craft Around the Clock and my page. This is my segment though for Craft Around the Clock, and it is Sunflower Week. So let me get this started, and that way I can see comments. If you're new to my page, hi Brandy, I do set timers throughout, and as the timers go off, I look over at the comments, and whoever I see commenting will get entered into Happy Mail. So make sure you're commenting so I can follow along. Hi Tracy, thanks for hopping on. Thank you so much for the stars, Marcia. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so I pinned at the top a comment. Well, it's not really pinned, I guess. It's just at the top of the post. This is one of our craft kits. This is a sunflower craft kit. I'm going to turn it around here so you can kind of see it. It makes an adorable door hanger. Okay. So we're going to put this together and you're going to see how simple this is. So what you get in the kit, you will get the half sunflower. You will get the words, "Hello Sunshine," with the little dot for the eye, and you will get the backer board. Okay, so I like to stain the backer boards for this particular sign. Of course, you could paint them, do whatever you'd like. I like it stained, so I already did that ahead of time because it doesn't want to stick real well if it's not stained ahead. So let me show you the difference here. So this is the difference. Okay, this is the plain before I stained it. This is after I stained it. I love the look of that. Okay. Yes, I love the sunflower design. I designed this. Well, I started to design it, and then my husband made it better. So I love this one. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so we're going to set that board aside for now. We don't need that. We're going to work on our sunflower. Now, easiest way to paint this. So for the outside of the sunflower is going to be yellow. Okay. Oh, you're so welcome, Mary. I'm glad you liked it so much. Mary was the winner of our Happy Mail last month, and she just got it. So that's very fun. All right. So I'm going to use this daffodil yellow. It's Folk Art acrylic. Okay. And if you see someone commenting, thank you, Mary. If you see someone commenting as Kathy Creates, that's my mom. She helps me out with the comments. So what I'm going to do for the yellow, I am going to take a little makeup sponge, just one of those little wedge sponges. As you can see, I've used this many times. I just rinse them out, reuse them. And I'm going to sponge on this. Now, the way you do this, I load it, but then I kind of offload it on the plate. Okay, because you don't want a ton, because I like how that when you do laser cut things, it has that dark brown edge. I like that. I don't want to paint that. So by using a sponge, you don't get as much over, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not overspray, but it doesn't, go down over the side as much. You'll get a little, but it won't be much. And then instead of wiping, you don't wipe, you just dab. You just dab up and down. And I'm going to get real close, and if I go over the line here, that's fine, because we're going to go back with black. We're going to paint the center of this black. Okay, this is going to be really quick, actually. So we'll have time to chit-chat a little bit. Hi, Karen. How are you? Thanks for hopping on. So, has everybody been enjoying the sunflower crafts so far today? I've seen a couple, and they're beautiful. I can't wait to see them all. This week's going to be really cool with all the sunflower crafts. Yes, these kits are $25, and it includes the shipping. You get all of the wood pieces, and all of our pieces for our designs have a sticky adhesive back. So you just peel it off and stick. And they're stuck very well. They do not come off. There is no glue necessary on any of our kits. We love these. I am doing great, Karen. I have 3 more days of work, and then I'm on vacation for a week and a half. So I am super excited. It's been a little bit since I've been off for a week. So, well, it's been a year since I've been off for a week. I've had a lot of days off because I had a lot of vacation time to use up, but I haven't been off for a full week in a year. So I'm looking very forward to that. So I will hold this up and I will show you. We're going to need to do another coat because this is MDF, so it absorbs the paint. So you will need to do 2 coats most likely. Okay? And I'll show you why. Let me hold this up. Okay, I'm not sure if it's going to pick up on camera, but it's kind of splotchy. Okay? But look how cute that's going to be. I just love this design. What vacation? I know, Kim. I know. Yeah, you're probably not going to get one for a little while, huh? With the turnover in your location. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm not going to lie. I need a vacation. I'm really not, I'm going out of town for the weekend, for the long weekend, but I'm not really going anywhere else per se. Oh, good. New person starting tomorrow. That's good. All right. And I do have, you know, that teaser post I put out with what everybody thinks that new design is. We will be debuting that while we're gone up in Michigan on Saturday. My mom and I for sure, and if I can talk any of the other ladies into going live, because there will be 3 other ladies up there. So we'll see if we can get the other family members to do it. I'm going to bring along supplies for everybody. Get a hair or something right here. There we go. We'll see. It might just be me and Mom, but we're going to try to talk everybody into doing it. So we might have a little craft-a-thon going on that we'll show you guys, and we'll have the kits online, and we will debut them. So keep your guesses going on that post, because each guest does get you a Happy Meal entry. Okay. So there we go. And now I'm going to show you. See what I'm talking about? I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but if you look at the very edge, it just puts a little bit of paint down the edge, but it stays pretty dark. Okay. Oh, hi, Eddie Lane. Thank you for watching. All right, so we're done with that, with the yellow. We're going to dry this before I try to paint the black, so that if I paint over any of it. Okay, good. Now you can see what I'm talking about. And we'll see if we need another coat. Sometimes on these lighter colors, you need a couple of coats. So we'll see. Yeah, I think we are actually going to need another coat. I want it to look crisp. Okay. I think we're going to do one more coat. I love this color. It's just so bright and vibrant. I need more paint. Well, hello, Judy. Thank you for watching. My granddaughter will also be up there with us when we're in Michigan, so we might have to take a little craft for her too, and we might do a separate little live for her too, so she can craft, because she loves to craft. Grandma always takes something for her. We might come up with another one yet. She loved doing the rainbow with y'all. Although she was very distraught that it only had 4 lines to the rainbow, that she couldn't pick all the colors of the rainbow. She did not like that. And then as soon as we got done with it, we walked out, we showed Grandpa, and Grandpa says, "Where's your other colors, Ava?" I'm like, seriously? Seriously? She's like upset already that there's only 4 lines to our rainbow. And you have to go and rub that in? Thanks, Grandpa. Oh, sure, I can show the anchor behind me. Yep. Which anchor? This anchor or this anchor? We have 2 different ones going on. This one was made with a Dollar Tree glass sticker and popsicle sticks. I just made a little backer board out of popsicle sticks. And then this is actually a glass sticker from Dollar Tree, and then I glued a bunch of the little half beads all the way around it and made a floral. And then this one we made a while ago. Let's see if I can get this back on there. This one I made a while ago, and this was a Dollar Tree anchor, and then these 2 pieces are from our Patriotic craft kit. And I just painted these, and we just put that on top with a little floral. And it's just on a clearance Hobby Lobby frame, or picture, I guess. Thanks, Mary. Okay, I think we've got that good. All right, so you can see our yellow is nice and vibrant, just the way I wanted it. So we're going to dry that. That's what's nice about these kits, is a lot of our kits are interchangeable. You know, you can do many things with them. You don't have to just use them how I did. You can do them in many ways. Matter of fact, I think I have the other pieces of that Patriotic kit. Love the big one. Oh, no problem. Yeah, that Patriotic kit has, let's see. Yeah, I have them sitting right here, actually, from when I did them. So it has this in it. It has this one in it. And then that's the one that's on that anchor, just painted differently. And then it has that one in it. It has God Bless America. I couldn't remember if it said USA or America, but it's got that one on it. So these 4, and you can do so much with them. I mean, I made them for like a tiered tray, but they can also be, you know, added to other pieces. And we have a Happy Mail timer going off. And we have Darlene. Darlene is the first Happy Mail entry. Darlene Wheeler McManus. All right, Darlene. Okay, so now this is dry. They dry very quickly also by using that sponge method. So now I'm going to take a little tiny paintbrush. You want one that's kind of firm, that kind of has a good edge to it. And we are going to paint the black. Now I'm going to go right up to the edge of that yellow, right up to that, okay? And I'm just going to go right up to it, just like that. Now, and you'll see, I'm not sure if you can see that, where I just painted that black, there's still a little yellow that went down over the side, so I'm going to cover that as well. So I want this to be pretty clean. So a little bit from the sponge where we went over a little bit. We're just going to touch that up. Start with that, then we'll go to the black. All right, I think we're good there. All right. We're just going to be careful around the edges there. That's the only part we need to actually be a little bit careful about. And that's right there on that edge. There we go. And now with the black, you don't need to be so careful as far as getting it, you know, down over the edge. I do that too. Hitting the button too soon. You create all the designs of the kits and laser cut them? Yes, yes we do. We do cut them all, and I designed most of them. Bob's done a few. This one was a joint. I had a sunflower design, but mine had all segmented pieces, and it would have been a lot more difficult to put together. So he came up with this design where it's all attached, which is so much better than what I had done. So much easier to paint and assemble. Instead of having, you know, 25, 30 little pieces to put together, you have one, and it makes it super easy. So he took my design and made it better. He is incredibly gifted artist, actually. I'm a crafter, he's an artist. There's a difference. He helps make a lot of my designs come to life. I have the idea, but not the ability to make it look the way I want. And he, oops, one of my dogs wants in. But he has the ability to make it happen. All right. I'm excited for you guys to see the new design on Saturday. I think it's really cute. Okay. I think we're done. We may have to hit it with a second coat, but I will show you. Look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? I just love this design. I think it is so cute. It's one of my favorites. I say that all the time because I love them all, but this one is one of my favorites. Oh yeah, I see some spots in this. It's hard to see the black. For whatever reason, it's hard to see until it's dry. Thanks, Kim. So we'll hit it again with another coat. Right there was the main spot that I missed. And there's a little overlap of the yellow right there. And my mouthy puppy is barking. Sorry if you guys can hear him. That's my Cooper. He is a loud one. You've heard of the yappy dogs? Yeah, well, I have one. I have one very yappy one. And then I have one that's really quiet. Teddy's quiet. Oh, thank you, Pat. I love the sunflower, too. I absolutely love this sunflower. Glop of paint right here. I'm going to get rid of. There we go. Okay, moving right along. So there is our sunflower all painted up, as you can see. Isn't that cute? I love that. All right, so we're going to set that aside. Then we are going to paint, oh dear, there it is. We're going to paint our words. I'm going to put my dot, it's already painted white, but we're going to hit it again. Some of our stuff we've pre-painted for our kits, or not our kits, but our completed signs, and I just grabbed that dot out of one of those. So, all right, so now we're going to paint the words white. And again, I'm just going to use a makeup sponge, okay? Same technique, we're going to kind of dab off. We're going to load it and dab off. And then we're just going to go over it. Now this will take a couple of coats as well. The lighter colors seem to take more coats. Might take 2 or 3 actually. But it's better to work with lighter coats than to do one like super heavy coat. Because then you're going to get a lot of overage, you know, down the sides of your words. I like to try to keep mine pretty clean. I just like the look of it better. Sunflower's your favorite, Dorothy? They're growing on me this year. I think I told you guys with the whole lemon stuff. For whatever reason, the yellow is really growing on me this year. I've never been a big yellow fan, but I'm loving it this year. I'm really not sure why, but I am. Never been a yellow fan. Least favorite color. But for whatever reason, I'm liking it. All right, so I'm going to show you this, and hopefully it doesn't blow it out too much. You can see how it's very uneven. So that's why we're going to do another coat. All right. Yes, daisies are pretty too. I'm going to dry this. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Now it's starting to lighten up here. I'll show you the difference because you can really see the difference now. Look how much brighter. Well, you can't really see it up there. Okay. The sun, where I already went, it's much brighter white. I don't think you guys can see that so much. No, you can't tell at all on that view. My playback over here is a little bit delayed. So I could look up and see it and nope, not the same. And remember how I was telling you guys that my video a couple of nights ago got tagged for copyright for music? Well, guess what? Last night did too. Darlene, you just got Happy Mail entry again. It's like there is no music playing. I have no TV on, no music, nothing. So it'll be interesting to see tonight if it tags me again. Because there is literally nothing on in my house. Bob was out doing yard work. Just came in. I can tell he's in the shower now. So there is no TV, no radio, nothing on. So it's like, I don't know what they think they hear, but it's not. It's very annoying. No, there's no music. There was nothing yesterday either. Bobby had the TV so low, there was no way that it picked anything up. I listened back to the preview, or the, my video, and there was nothing. You could hear nothing. I don't know. I know a lot of crafters, or a lot of content creators, not even just crafters, but a lot of people are having the exact same issue. So it's a Facebook thing. And they're muting some of our videos. I think yesterday's was only 15 seconds that they muted, so that wasn't too bad, but it's just annoying. But, oh well. I had trouble finding you when I got the notification you were online. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? That is just crazy. They tell you I'm going live, but then you can't find me. It's crazy. All right. Okay. I think those are good. So let's get these dry and we can start assembling. So as you can tell by doing the sponge method, it really speeds this up. It's very quick and it doesn't make a big mess of your letters. If you tried to do that with a brush, you'd have a big mess. You would have a bunch down. Okay, I think we're pretty dry here. Okay, so let's set these aside. Get our napkin out of the way. All right, so we're gonna pull our board back. Remember now, I've already stained this. You can stain it with anything you like. You can paint it if you'd rather. You can put scrapbook paper on it if you'd rather. You can do all kinds of things. Okay, so I am going to line this up. It goes about like that. Okay, so now all you gotta do, there's the sticky back on the back here. You just take your nail underneath it and it peels right off, I promise. Of course, I'm having a hard time getting it started. There it goes. Okay, so as you can see, it just peels off. There's just this little, all right. And now on this design, this one's a little trickier to do because you have all these little points for the sunflower. So I found if you do like the first 4 or 5, then you can pull off the whole thing at once. Okay. So I have pulled off like the top half. You can see where I pulled it off, okay? And then if you just keep pulling, you'll pull off the rest. And that is it. So the sticky back is off. No glue needed on this. Now, I will caution, once you put this down, it's down. There is no wiggle room here. So you need to make sure you're lined up well before you let go. Just try to make sure it's straight up and down. All right. What wasn't allowed in 2 lives today? Oh, you were not allowed. Oh, Mary, that's so frustrating. So frustrating. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the hello. And I think what kind of sets our kits apart from everybody else is no glue. You need no glue on these. Because glue, you're always going to have that ooze out, you know, where it's going to ooze. No matter what kind of glue you use, even if you use super glue, because we tried doing that in the beginning. And I did not like how it looked. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Oh, darn it. Now I got my dot stuck to the back. There we go. I didn't like it. And so I said, we got to come up with something else. So we found this double stick 3M tape. It's very expensive, but it's amazing stuff. We put it on the board before we cut it, and then we have all of our pieces have, you probably can't see it, but if you can see that shine, there's a little bit of a shine on the back. That's the sticky. This stuff is great. You can pull it off, but you will ruin both pieces. You'll ruin both the board underneath and the piece that you're peeling off. It's very difficult to get off. All right, so we've got this last piece left. Then we can start doing our bow and our hanger. Because no Kathy Creates sign is complete without a bow. Y'all know I love my bows. We're going to just finish this guy off. if you're careful, you can pull these off in one piece. Like that. Okay. Of course you could. Yep. You definitely could. Yes, you could ombre them. However you want to paint them. All right, and then our little dot. All right. So as you can see, we are firmly stuck down. Nothing is coming off. We are stuck. Okay. So now we're going to do show you how I do the hangers. So I already have a piece of jute cut. So I'm just going to make sure, oh, thank you, Dorothy. We're going to just kind of twist our jute to make sure that it's, you know, all together so we get all of the pieces. And I go in through the front and I come back through the back. Yeah, this one's frayed. That would be cute. The ombre would be very cute. All right. So then I'm going to tie a knot on one side, and then I will adjust for size on the other. Okay, and this is a thicker jute, so you only have to tie one knot, and it won't come back through the hole. So I just kind of size it. I don't really like my hangers to be real high. I like them to be pretty close, because I want the focus to be on my bow that I'm going to make for it, not, you know, the hanger. Okay, you could put a beaded hanger on it though, and that would be cute. And I just cut off the excess right above the knot so we don't have anything hanging out there. Okay, so we're going to set that aside, and we're going to work on our bow. All right, so of course Hobby Lobby had ribbon on sale last week, so I went and I had some sunflower ribbon, very similar to this, but I was out. My burlap ribbon, you guys know I love my burlap. I always put that as the base. Then I found this gorgeous green ribbon that matched the sunflower ribbon perfectly. Yes, I would too. I would too, Mom. Get this open. Look at this pretty green ribbon. And look at it with the sunflowers. It just matches so well. I'm even going to try to cut it with that. That stuff's terrible. Oh, and this is nice. This looks like it's a two-sided, or pretty close, so you're not even going to see the back side. See, who was my last comment? Hannah Cook. You just got an entry to Happy Mail. It won't turn off. Come on, watch. There it goes. Okay. So I'm just kind of sizing it right now. I'm going to put that aside. Get my comments back down here. There we go. And look at this. Isn't that pretty? And it just matches it so perfectly. I was out of my other sunflower ribbon, so of course I had to buy another one. And these both came from Hobby Lobby. Ribbon was on sale last week, so they were half off. And this one was $7.99, but half off, so it's only $4 for 18 feet, which that's a pretty good deal. And the same with this one. This one was $7.99, half off for 18 feet. So we've got, you know, 18 feet on each of those for $4. Okay, so we are going to dovetail all of our ribbon. So at first I fold it in half lengthwise, and then fold it in half again widthwise. Flip it upright. Go from the outside bottom corner up to the center fold. Cut it, and then you have that nice little dovetail. So we're going to do that on all four. Or three. I'm sorry, I can't count. So we're folding in half, flipping, outside bottom up to the center fold. And again on this one. On our burlap, we're going to do the same thing. All right. Let's get rid of all this. We've got a bunch of stuff. All right. And of course, you know me, I got to do my raffia. I love raffia. A lot of people don't. I love it. Like this piece is pretty wide in spots, so we're going to just stick my nail in there and separate it a couple of times. Okay. Then we're going to match up our ends roughly. All right. Then we're just going to take it and we're going to make a loop like that. Okay. I just got a loop. And then we're just going to go back and forth. And just make an easy little bow. Then I have some twine cut over here. Well, I thought it was cut. Apparently it's not. So we're going to take some twine. Now I like to give it a little twist before I start tying it. It kind of keeps it from exploding on you. Makes it stay together. Raffia is the 4th. Oh, yeah, there you go, Mom. Yes. See, my bows have 4 layers to them. All right, so we have this cute little raffia bow. I'm going to set that aside for a second, and we're going to go to our burlap. I always like to keep the burlap on the bottom. All right, so we're going to fold it in thirds, kind of cheat the ends down. Okay. I don't know what that was, but like so. All right. This one looks wonky. There we go. All right, so it's like that. Okay, and it just kind of push it down. It'll still hold its place because of the wire. We're going to do the same thing with the next two. We're going to just fold them in thirds, cheat the ends down a little bit. Okay, just like so. We're just going to stack them on top of each other, push them down. Same thing with this one. Okay, just like so. So they're unfolded in thirds, cheated the ends down. So we have this little stack of ribbon. Okay, we're going to leave it just like that. We're going to put our raffia across the top, one of the strings up, one going this way, one going that way. Okay, we're going to flip the whole thing over and start to tie it. But before I tie it tight, I'm going to pinch it together to gather it. I like to do this because then you don't get a weird twist in your ribbon. If you don't do that, then your ribbon like folds in half a lot. And you get a weird twist that's hard to adjust. Okay. So we have a gorgeous bow. That one's a little long, that one's a little long. So we're just going to adjust them by pulling them through until we get them. I like each of the loops of the bows to be just slightly smaller than the one behind it. And then we can always adjust the tails if we need to. Okay, so there is our bow. All right, but we're not done yet. Still looks lopsided to me. What's wrong? Oh, the burlap, I think. Is it just that it needs to be fluffed up? Does this one need to be longer? Oh, that's okay now. Okay. All right. So I like to use these flowers. These came from Hobby Lobby. They're $7.99 when it's not half off, but I love these because there's so many on it. And you can use this for many signs. You really don't need much. So I'm just going to cut one of them off. And now there's like 5. On most of these, there's 5. Some there's only 4. Let's see. Who was my last comment? We got a timer going off. Hannah Cook. Hannah Cook. Oh, Hannah Cook is in the entry for Happy Mail. We've got 6 minutes. Okay, we're doing good. So these all have at least 4, if not 5 of these little segments, okay? So we're just going to push them up closer together. And I'm going to cut one off, leaving about an inch, okay? You can see where I'm cutting it. I'm going to do that on this next one. Now, this one's pretty loose, so we're going to drop a hot glue right there to keep that from falling off like it just did. So we're going to go ahead and cut that, and then we'll go back, and I'll glue it. Let's push it back on. Then I'm just going to put a teeny drop of hot glue right there. And that will keep it from falling off. Hey, Sherry, you caught me live. Okay, we're just going to let that set for a second. All right. So then we're going to take a piece of floral wire. I already have a few cut. All right, not that you can see what that is, but it's just floral wire. And we're going to wrap these. I'm just overlapping them so that that green stem, or the straight part of the stem, is overlapped. And we're just going to twist it real hard, or real tight, all the way around. Oh, what just happened? We're going to use this whole piece of wire. It's probably a little longer than we need, but I'd rather it be longer and stay together. And this floral, they do have in white. It's in the purple, the white, and the yellow, I believe, are the only colors they have it in. Okay, so we just have this little bundle of floral now. And it's just going to poke out. Barely going to see it, but it's there and it's going to look cute. All right, so now we're going to take our strings that we used to tie, and we're going to push them to, one to the top, one to the bottom. And we're going to lay this right across it, and we're going to tie it. Okay, so now that we have that tied on, we're going to trim off our excess. We don't need these anymore. Okay, get rid of these. We're going to grab our sign back here. All right, and now the way I like to put these on is I find the center of my, what's going on here? Oh, I've got a pencil under it. I find the center of my hanger, and then I center that with the center of the bow. And that way you know you're centered. Then I just take my staple gun, and I go in the very back loop of my bow, and I just staple it on. And just like that, we are done. We might trim these just a smidge. They're a little longer than I'd like, but they're all right for now. Okay, so that is my sunflower craft for the Craft Around the Clock Sunflower Week. This sign can be purchased made in this whole, all put together just like this on our website, or you can purchase the kit on the website. So you can make it yourself, okay? If you guys could continue to do the things to help my page grow, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. We're growing by leaps and bounds. It's amazing to me how it'll stay stagnant for a while and then it just takes off. And we're in that stage where it's just taking off. So, but I'm not sure who's up next after me, but I'm sure it's going to be fabulous. So make sure you stay tuned and keep watching all week, because there's going to be gorgeous sunflower crafts all week. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. And be sure you're watching Saturday, because Saturday night we will be revealing one of our brand new kits. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.